Hello, this is Hot Pieces of Ace, week 8. This week's topic is visibility, and because of that, and because I promised you magic last week, I am going to record this entire video while invisible. It's cool, right? You're gonna like it, aren't you? Right? Yeah, I lied. I'm not going to record this entire thing while invisible. That would be ridiculous. And I am a very serious vlogger. I don't do things that are ridiculous. Right? Right. Okay, so let's get this party started. By the way, I'm probably not going to... This video is probably not going to be very loud. The sound quality may be a bit bad because of my voice, because I'm a bit sickish and can't talk very loudly, so I'm going to do the best I can. If the results are less than pleasing, I'm really sorry. The ACE community needs visibility, needs to raise visibility, because asexuality is still obscure, relatively obscure and misunderstood. And we need to raise awareness of it, and we need to educate people about it, what it means, who asexual people are, that we do not want to start a crusade against sexuality. And this is the main tool for visibility, education. This campaign to raise visibility is happening on two fronts, so to speak. One of them is the queer community, which is very receptive to us and very accepting of our identity. And the other front is, of course, the mainstream, the regular people who might not be very interested in non-heteronormative identities. I sound so smart right now. And who may have very different reactions to us, to asexuality, to the asexual community. Of course, the queer community is not going to be all open arms and love all around, but still they are very receptive to us and very helpful. And I believe we need to use both these fields, both these fronts, to help our cause of raising visibility, because, well, these are different kinds of communication, different kinds of audiences, and if we reach them both, then we will achieve a great success, I believe. Here's one fact about education. It's awesome. It rocks. The gay community didn't have the benefit of being able to educate people while working on visibility because, well, of course they were trying to educate people, but those people already had a lot of preconceived notions about them, so it was much harder. For us, people have some, I can't even call it stereotypes, because it's the associations they have with the word asexuality, even though they don't know what asexuality really is. But we are more free, we have more of a possibility to educate them from scratch, from the beginning, to build up their understanding of asexuality without their having to rely on stereotypes, without our having to destroy those stereotypes in them. And yeah, we can just teach them that we are not all anti-sexual, that we are very different, that we can have libido and all this stuff that doesn't naturally come to them, to anyone, to associate with the term asexuality, because it can be very misleading in some people's case. And we can also tell people about things like demisexuality, grey A, aromanticism. Of course, it's not something that, as was said in the previous video, it's not something we should just unload on people when we first come out to them, but yeah, we can teach them those terms and we can make them mainstream without having to rely on the queer community to understand us. We can make anyone understand us, because, as I said, they have few preconceived notions about us, and it should be relatively easy to dispel them. Right now there is quite a lot happening in relation to visibility. There are various projects, including this one, called Pieces of Ace, but there are also podcasts, there are zines on the internet. Well, I don't know of any, but I know some are being created. There probably are some, but I just haven't found out about them yet. There are many blogs, there are communities on Tumblr, on Journal, and it's very exciting. And the people who are the target audience aren't just us, aren't just the asexual community, but everyone can read them and learn something about them, and it's most exciting, most wonderful. I love this. We have also opportunities that stem from our being, well, questionable, but part of the queer community and working with the queer community. Asexuality starts to appear on pride parades and pride events, and it's brilliant, and I love it. I love that we are working with the queer community, because, well, there are various different opinions on whether we should work with the queer community, but I believe that we are natural partners and we should join forces and conquer the world. As to my overexcited haircut meeting itself, I've done some things for visibility, and I am going to talk about them, but not to brag or anything, but just to tell you that you also can do shit for asexuality, for visibility. You can help us. And so I've had a lecture during the Queer May Festival this year about asexuality. Quite a few people turned up, actually, like 20 I think, which is not very... which is, well, a pretty good result. And I wasn't very happy with my performance, with how I did, with how I planned it, but whatever. There will be follow-ups, I hope, to it, and I will do better. I know how to organize it better now, and I know what to talk about to gain to gain people's interest. And I've been also asked to write an article on asexuality, which is coming sometime this millennium, and I will try to have it published on some queer related websites in Poland. And yeah, this is what you can do. You can talk about it. I'm not saying that you necessarily need to organize a lecture or something like that. You can just talk to people about it, and it's going to be great. You don't have to even come out. You can just talk to people. Hey, I've heard about this cool thing called asexuality. It's a sexual identity, and this is what it looks like. You can write about it, you can blog about it, you can do so much. You can participate in events like those I've mentioned before, Zines podcast. There is also there is a second YouTube channel in the works, and the more people participate in it, the more popular it's going to get. And not just the YouTube channel, but all the visibility projects, and it's really exciting. This is pretty much the end. I said all I had to say according to my little plan, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and it would be awesome if you did something for visibility, if you talk to someone about asexuality, whether you're asexual or not. It doesn't matter, you can talk about it anyway. And I'm really excited to see these projects I talked about happen. And yeah, it's a great time to be ace. So that would be it for today, and next week, if I'm not mistaken, we are doing a free topic. Hopefully I will be able to talk properly by then. And yeah, see you next week. Ace power. God, did I really just say that?